Grace Henderson Ministries, raising up Christ, raising up Christ. Centric believers to live a maximized kingdom lifestyle.
On episode 0509, and today's theme is don't let the devil oppress your dream course. You see, there are dream slayers who aim to halt, to weaken, and eradicate your dream conscience. You see, each one of us on our life journey, we have met someone or will meet someone that's mission is to suppress your dream course. They want to stop your dreams from going forth and becoming a dominion reality. Let me ask you a question. Do you remember the time when you were so excited about the undelivered dreams that you thought about it, you dreamed about it, you talked, you act on it, other words, that you was writing a plan down. And you told someone, maybe it was a teacher, a friend, or a family member, or whosoever it was. And their response caused you to shift. Caused you to get to the place that you said, maybe I didn't hear God right. In other words, you begin to question if you heard right. You see, God never gives his children a dream seed to birth without giving us the resources and the mental toughness to achieve it. In that time that it looks blurry, there's the grace of God. In that time when the echoes of those who didn't get the full vision of what God pregnated you with start speaking out of their mouth negative things to rob you, to kill your dream conscience and your desire to go deep or go wider and go higher. Other words, that they are determined to stop you. Joseph had brothers who aimed to stop him. But the grace of God, no matter what storm came his way, the grace of God gave him the resources, the mental toughness that I heard God right. I'm going to do what he said, and I'm going to see this dream becoming a present day reality. You see, there are powerful resources available to you to achieve what others shout is impossible. And they will not only see the manifestation of what God will, they are walking the arena where the possibilities of God is revealing its wonderful reality. There's real-time manifestation when we plug into God in such a way that we're steadfast. In other words, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in. I'm going to press in because I know I heard God right and he entrusted me with this dream baby that I'm going to give birth to regardless what come my way. You see, today you may be living in that dream, that in that place of your that dream that you visualized years ago. And you are waiting for an upgrade version to download in your spirit man that will stir up your natural man and cause the blessings of God to become and grow flourishing harvests. Or perhaps this is the time in the season that you take those dreams to the next level. It's levels in God. God works with man with levels and seasons. And this is very important that we know the proper season so we'll give birth with such a determination that the graces of God is surpassing what you think or what others think. You see, the great tragedy of allowing doubt and distraction and fear and negativity to stop us from fulfilling our God-given vision and purpose. You see, negative influence and initiatives task is the severance, the advancement, and cause your dream seed to come back to weed. You see, many of you may be like Israel, who is right on the edge of the promised land. You see, this promise of God to them is something that would have been captured their hearts and minds and imagination, and now it was right before them. You see, the tragic thing, most people would never see the promised land. Instead of believing in and pursuing the vision and the dream, that very promise that God has given. You see, many of us are like Joshua and Caleb, who report was to grass. You see, others was following the negative report and trying to see a way out through natural means. But Caleb and Joshua, they were determined to get the good report. Today, I want you to take your dream conscious to the next level. I don't care what the situation is, what the circumstances is, what the condition is. I don't care what people have spoken to you. I don't care what your abilities can do or cannot do. I want you to be determined that I'm going to stay in the place of the glorious and the good report no matter what it takes. I'm going to put the work in, and I'm going to see the manifestation of the most amazing dreams coming alive in my life. You see, there is a modern day promised land. This promised land is calling your name. And there is an entrance point awaiting for you. Again, what are you waiting for? You see, as a result, the people wander in the wilderness for 40 years before reaching the promised land. Don't let the devil defeat you. Do not live a life in the wilderness with low expectation, low joy, and unpursued dreams. You see, pursue your dreams and the goals and the ambition that God has given you, and don't let anything stand in your way. Not even you. Not even you. In Numbers, the 14th chapter, in verse 9 through 11, it gives us some awesome truths. It says this: only do not rebel against God, the Lord, and do not be afraid of the people of the land, because we will devour them, and their protection is gone, but the Lord is with us. Do not be afraid. But the whole assembly talked about stoning them. And then the glory of the Lord appeared in the tent meeting to all of the Israelites. And the Lord said to Moses, how long will these people treat me with contempt? How long will they refuse to believe in me, and in spite of all the signs that I have performed among them? How long will you believe the echoes of uncircumcised ears and mouth? You see, Joshua and Caleb was working hard to interact or counteract the negative reports, and to give the people to pursue what God has provided. This morning, I want you to grab hold of such a release of heaven that will enhance your serve and your service. And as you build that dream, as you release that dream, as you manifest what God said ought to be manifest, and you're the tiller of it. Do you hear God through the acts and the faith of Caleb and Joshua? Will you listen to and hearken unto the word of the Lord concerning your life? Concerning every dimension of it: your spiritual life, your physical life, your relationship life, your love life, your financial life, every dimension that is life. Get this, that the Spirit of the Lord gives you a great and a masterpiece to birth in the earth, and that would advance his kingdom purposes, and all he is asking for you to do is to birth, create, and make it become a reality by uniting faith. You see, every dreamer has the encounter of giants on their dream course. You see, someone who will inquire why you're doing such and such. Why don't you do such and such? How do you think God will do that for you? And most people, when they get these encounters with these giants that is coming against the dream seed and the expectancy and the determination to birth what God has entrusted them with, they begin to belly back. They begin to withdraw. They begin to question and say, maybe I miss God. Let me just do this. There's a dream seed in you that is waiting to give birth on this new dawn of the day. And so when our loving Father decreed he is with us, we can count on it. We must not be blind to influencing designs to snatch your dream seed out of your belly. There is a force. There is a demonic force that is designed to snatch your dream seed out. Snatch the expectancy of the realities that heaven already will. Whose report will you believe? Who holds the keys to the divine identity and advancement in your life? Your life is about purpose, plans, and abundant release of dominion provisions. You see, the people had the promised land, their vision, their dreams before them. And there was obstacles, but God was with them. God was coaching them. He was navigating them. And he'll do the same thing for you. See, they let their fear and doubt consume them, but to the point that they would not hear the truth and failed to pursue their dreams. Don't let these things defeat you. Don't allow that these things, that these obstacles, these oppositions, the echoes of the opposers, rob you from going forth and advancing what God will. Again, don't let these things defeat you. Defeat them and pursue what God has for you. Harriet Tubman, she once said in such a marvelous truth, and we must never forget it. She said, every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember that you have within you the strength, the patience, the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. You can move from fear and step into the arena of faith that cause some wonderful provision to attract to your dream garden and cause the dominion inevitable to grow and advance in such an amazing way in your Garden of Eden. It's very simple. Yield unto him. You know, there are 5 principles that will cause you to conquer your dreams. 1, you got to have courage. You cannot play the game of being frightened to tread on grounds of the unknown. You see, so many people miss some of the phenomenal opportunities and moments because they're not willing to be transparent and to step outside of their comfort zone and be courageous enough that I believe every word God said. The second principle you need, you've got to persevere. There are going to be times that you got to stretch. You've got to stretch a little bit more. You see, persevere will cause us to stay in the race when it doesn't look like that you're going to enter into your promised land. You see, during this time, the echoes of influence and demonic mindset will aim to shout and intimidate you so that you will cease from moving forward. The keys of destiny is in your hand. God gave them to you, and what you do with them is up to you. The third principle, mindset. It's very important that you have your mind fixed or on gathering the provisions that has been declared as impossible. You see, your mind can either follow God's plan or it will justify why it will not work for you. You know those times you're laying in that bed and you're just having a little talk with God, and all of a sudden the devil comes and downloads something in your mind that causes you to shift, causes you to distrust, disbelief. That's the time you snatch it out and begin to release the roars of Zion and begin to declare, I'm coming up, I'm coming out, I'm coming into what God will for me. Don't let the devil suppress your faith fortitude. Step up, step out into a faith realm that it will take no for is not the answer. Yes and amen. Because the power and the provision of the greater one inside of you is ready to burst out into new remnants of expectancy, new remnants of determination. The mindset. That the mind that is set on have his stakes on God, he knows that what God said, it shall be, and he's determined or she's determined to gather in what God said. This is my plan. Walk ye in it. The fourth principle is discipline. Now, this is a hard one for some people because they have learned to be the God of their own life and they don't want to give up the power. You see, discipline opened the doors and position you for possession. Every dream requires a great discipline. You cannot drag your feet and think that you will create and make and build that glorious dream that impact cultures, nations, and establish God's resolve in the earth in our day. You see, discipline works with three components: a determination to win, hard work, and a great commitment. We've got to go to new levels if we want to get that astounding return on this year of the fabulous blessings. We've got to do what we need to do to achieve it, and so we can experience the greater things. The fifth one, willpower. You see, your willpower will reveal the level of your mental toughness. Your willpower is simply an act that reveals how determined you are to achieve what you have been entrusted with. You see, willpower will unleash passion you didn't have a clue you had. It will cause you to drive with a force that declares, I will not be defeated, nor would I quit, nor would I give up. It declares a statement, I am undefeated, and upon releasing my faith, it shall bring a return that is robust dominion, harvest, for it is my portion, and I declare it by faith. And you'll walk away and act like you believe what you said. You see, so many times believers say things they don't believe. Be inspired to never give up, no matter how many times that you have fallen. Understand that the keys of success is willingness to try. Get the photographic image of how much investment Jesus paid for you to walk out these dream manifestations that is going to become a present day reality. It's your turn. It is your dream to live out loud your dreams and cause them to become a present day reality. Build confidence for overcoming unimaginable odds. You can do it. I believe in you. God has invested so much in you to achieve it. And so today, you can declare, no one will suppress my dreams. Don't allow folks to reverse what God designed in this now season to go forth. You see, the prodigal son, he had obstacles and he has oppositions aimed to stop him from going forth and mastering the very identity that God will for his life. That includes the dreams. And the enemy will come in and fill your mind with things that will cause you to detour your dream station. The way you get a man to change his or her dream is simply giving him something else to focus on. So what is your focus on? What is robbing your focus is aiming to take a foothold in your life. You have been given the keys to the kingdom. And these keys are designed to unlock a new dawn of the day of graces that cause you to achieve what is humanly impossible. Keep your dreams alive and active. It may be the very thing that serves as a life jacket that calls others to live an empowerment lifestyle. So plug into the source and cause the Zoe frequency that calls the very life of God to flow inward and outward. Take your dreams serious. Follow the plan of God. And you'll be glad you did, because greater things is on the horizon. Manifestation, demonstration, and activation, and visitations. Let's expect it, and let's walk ye in it, and serve God with such a passion and such a love. Extend mercy when mercy is due. Hallelujah. Be blessed and have an amazing day. And thank you for listening to Dominion Manna Moment with Apostle Grace. Shalom, shalom. You are loved. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hallelujah.